All right, y'all, welcome back to another one. Now, if you guys are new here and you're not familiar, I'm here to return men back to true masculinity through God. So that's a lot of things that we're going to be talking about here. Now, today's video is specifically to those who are between 16 to 24. I'm going to be listing 12 things that you guys need to be doing between those ages because you got to understand the ages of 16 to 24 is the most crucial part of your life. That is what sets up your foundation from 24 up until you die. Okay, so I'm going to be giving you guys 12 things that's going to help you and that you need to be doing between those ages. Okay, all right, so we're going to start with number 12. We're going to start at the top. So number 12, the thing you guys need to be doing is keeping women at a minimum. Okay, now this is crucial because during those ages, you're still grinding, you're still figuring out a lot of things, you're still figuring out who you are as a man, you're still going through a lot of trials and tribulations. And at times, having too many women can be a distraction because in reality, with women, it's usually just a time thing. You do have to spend a lot of time, sometimes resources, money, whatever it may be. So spending too much time with women or allowing too much women to be a part of your life sometimes can be a distraction, especially if you're young and you don't know how to navigate it. So keep women to a minimum. If you have a girlfriend at that age, okay, that's fine. You're obviously in a relationship. But bottom line is keep women to a minimum. Okay. Now, number 11. This is also very important, and it also has to do with women. Number 11, I need you guys to wear protection. Don't be out here. Now, I'm not your father. I'm not going to tell you not to do this and not to do that because you guys know God's law. But I'm here to tell you that you probably have already done it or you probably did it today, whatever it may be. But please wear protection because when you wear protection, obviously it protects yourself and it also protects your resources. Okay? And it also protects your health as well because you don't know what's going on out there. Yeah, you were having intimacy with her, but you don't know who she's having intimacy with, and vice versa. Very important. Protect your health. Another thing too is unwanted pregnancies. You do not want to be 16, 18, 19 with a baby that you didn't plan for, because again, you're still building at those ages. Okay, that's very, very, very important. Now, number 10 is also very important. This ties into your daily routine. Number 10 is to take training serious. I can't stress this enough. I've seen so many men who are between the ages of 16 to 24 and they don't have a good training regimen. They don't hit the gym consistently. Or they might hit the gym, but they don't know what to do. They go in there and they just mess around with their friends for 2-3 hours and they get nothing done. The gym, you should not take more than an hour and a half in the gym, max. 2 hours max, depends on how you feel that day, whatever it may be. But it's important as a man to build your physique, especially through those young ages, because that's where your hormones are at peak. So testosterone, and at 16 through 18, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys just came off of puberty and everything. So you are at the peak to build muscle. So that's important. Build muscle because when you are fit, people treat you differently. Clothes fit you better. And you have a different attitude about yourself. Your confidence is through the roof, okay? That's very important. Make sure you guys have a workout regimen. Now, number 9 is also very important. I want you guys to take this and internalize it, right? Number 9 is you guys need and make sure that you keep your face clean. When I say keep your face clean, don't betray anybody. Don't gossip on nobody. Don't do anybody wrong. Don't lie on anybody. Don't do anything that you shouldn't be doing to anybody. Keep your face clean. The reason why this is important is because when you have a clean face, you're able to go anywhere and you have favor from men. Not only from men, but you also have favor from God because God sees, okay, this man moves righteous. He doesn't do anybody wrong. He doesn't do anybody foul. He doesn't cuss anybody out. Keep your face clean, and most importantly, keep your name clean. I'm pretty sure you guys have always heard somebody speaking on somebody else. Oh, you heard such and such. He did this to this person. He stole this. He did this. He did that. Don't be that guy because it's dangerous because sometimes you don't know who's behind who. Okay, so keep your face clean. Don't do anybody wrong. Don't speak ill on nobody. Just mind your business. Keep it like that, okay? Very important. Next, we're gonna go to number 8. Number 8 is extremely important, and this is your hygiene. As a man, hygiene is close to number 1. That's how important it is. As a man, make sure that you are taking care of yourself, showering every day, making sure you're brushing your teeth, and not just brushing your teeth. Make sure you're getting your tongue. Clean your tongue, get a tongue scraper, get an oral brush, whatever it may be. Clean your tongue so that way you don't have bad breath. Make sure you floss. A lot of people don't floss, and it gives you unwanted problems down the line, because when you don't floss, those food particles get stuck in your teeth. They create bacteria, and eventually you have plaque. That's why a lot of you guys might have your gums that are bleeding. Make sure you floss. Your clothes, make sure your clothes are clean, and make sure that your clothes are fit. Okay? Now, don't be the guy that's wearing baggy jeans or baggy pants, wearing things that's way too big for them. Have a fashion style and make sure that your clothes are clean, they fit you, and they look good. Very important. Hygiene is extremely, extremely important. Also, too, with your car. If you have a car, keep your car clean. I'm not saying get a car wash every 2 weeks, but the outside, okay, but the inside, always make sure that you keep it vacuumed. There's not a lot of dust in there. You don't have a bunch of extra stuff in there. And another thing, too, for your cars, always keep some hand sanitizer, because you never know. You might get some food and you need to clean your hands right quick. That's also very, very important. Now, to move on to number 7, it ties into the workout regimen, making sure you have a workout regimen. Number 7 is to have proper nutrition. Now, I'm not saying to be so strict to where you don't enjoy the things you like. Maybe you like cookies, cake, whatever it is, but make sure that that's only, I'd say, 5% of your diet. Okay, no junk foods. You can have junk food maybe once a month, twice a month. I know me, sometimes I like to enjoy a soda. I might have to grab me a cookie, maybe grab a donut or whatever, but that's once in a while. Don't make it that a normal part of your diet. Okay, so a lot of clean foods. Make sure you look at the labels, read the labels, you feel me? You see how many calories it is, and keep your health up to code, man. Keep your sodium balanced, and keep in mind I said balance because you don't want to have too much sodium, but you also don't want to have too little. Keep everything to a balance. You don't want too much, you don't want too little. Same thing with your sugar. You don't want it too much or too little. Keep it balanced, okay? Very important. So that's number 7. We're gonna go to number 6. Number 6 is also important, and that is to build your credit. Credit is a cheat code anywhere. Okay, I've realized that, when you have good credit as well, people treat you differently. You're able to have certain perks, certain benefits, and certain leeways that some people might not get if they were to have bad credit. So build your credit. I have a video, I think that's 2 videos before this one, on how to build your credit. You guys can take a look at it, teach you step by step how to build your credit. Very important. Next is you have to work hard. Now, when I say work hard, again, this is for the guys from the age of 16 to 24. Let's just say you haven't gotten a skill yet and you don't have some kind of professional license yet and you're just working. I recommend that you work between 50 to 60 hours a week, every week. So that way you're able to save your money and be able to invest in whatever else that you need to do. So work hard. Minimum, I say the lowest I would go is 48 hours a week, because that's still overtime. Make sure you're putting in overtime this period. Whether it's 5 to 10 hours of overtime, you know what I mean? If you could get to 50 to 60, that's fine, but not every job is going to allow those many hours. Okay? Also very important. All right, so my 4th point is to save 10% to 15% of every single thing you make. I don't care if your grandma gave you $20 today. Take $2 of it and put it somewhere. Okay? Take 10% to 15% of the money you make from working those overtime hours and put them away somewhere. Because again, when you save your money, down the line is going to save you. And you don't want to be the guy who works a lot but have nothing to show for it. That's ugly. Save your money. Now, on to point number 3, also very important. This ties into point number 4. 10% of everything you make goes to God. 10% of everything you make goes to God. So if your paycheck is 1,500, 150 automatically goes to God. Automatically. And the thing with God is he doesn't require you to do that because he needs your money. Come on, he's God. He owns everything. But he does this in order to see if you're going to be attached to the money, because in reality, God is the one who blessed you with the money. He blessed you with the skill. He blessed you with the profession, blessed you with the job. And all you're doing is just giving him 10% as a gratitude, like, thank you, God, for this. And again, it's all about discipline to see if you're disciplined to be like, I'm not attached to the money. I'm able to just give 10% to God because this is what he did for me. Very, very important. Now, number 2, also important, you guys, before, let me say 16 to 18, you need to learn some kind of skill or get some kind of professional license. I recommend you go to trade school. That's those guys, maybe, you're not a businessman yet, or maybe you want to get something going for the moment, but this gives you stability. So if you go to a trade school, you become a plumber, for example, an electrician, or HVAC, those things give you stability because no matter where you go, you can find jobs. So it's important to learn some kind of skill. And you don't even have to go to trade school, honestly. There's a lot of things on YouTube you can learn. Like YouTube University is what I call it. You can learn so much on YouTube. I've learned so many things from YouTube. You can just go on YouTube and pick something you want to learn and it'll teach you. You know what I mean? I remember a few years back, I taught myself how to code and make websites and everything, and that paid off immensely. So you can go to YouTube and pick something that you see yourself you might like, and you can learn it. Because the thing too, the better you get at the skill, the more you fall in love with it. And the more you fall in love with it, the more you're going to want to do it. And obviously, the better you get at it, the more you can charge people for it, whatever it may be. Okay? So now, number 1 is number 1 for a reason. This is the most important thing. From the age of 16 to 24, you have to fear God. Make sure that you have a fear of God. Make sure you spend time with God and you understand who God is and how God operates. Having a fear of God saves you from all kinds of trouble. Okay? Very important. Now, in the Bible, it says that a wise man turns from trouble and fears God. When you fear God, you have ultimate grace from God, and he's able to teach you and walk you through a lot of things, okay? And again, I have a lot of videos on how to grow closer to God and how to do all these things, okay? So I'm going to wrap it up here. These are the 12 things that you need to be doing from the ages of 16 to 24, all right? Let me know what you guys think. I'm out.